Dall E3 is approaching, and today I will explore what we can anticipate from it. To begin, let's focus on the key element, the images. The prompts are displayed below the images. You can now view the prompt. What's noteworthy about this prompt is that it uses plain, everyday language. This indicates that Dall E3 operates as a linguistic model, eliminating the need for specialized keywords or ratios. Instead, you merely describe your desired image. Now, it's intriguing to consider how one would assign weights within an image or blend different elements. For instance, if you wanted to combine a lion and a dog with a specific ratio, how would you express that? So in this context, the prompt is as follows. A vibrant yellow banana-shaped couch occupies a cozy living room. It curves gracefully, cradling a stack of colorful cushions on the wooden floor. A patterned rug contributes a touch of eclectic charm. In the corner, a potted plant stretches toward the sunlight filtering through the window. All these details can be observed harmoniously within the room. You'll also notice that every element here maintains consistency and logic. It's not just a colossal banana-shaped sofa. The individual cushions retain their distinct shapes without blending into each other. They precisely match your expectations. Furthermore, their texture appears pleasant, soft, and puffy. Likewise, the carpet on the floor boasts an appealing pattern and casts a pleasing shadow from the window, with most of the shadow conforming to the window's shape. Here's another example of an image. In this case, the prompt reads, a mini-map diorama of a cafe adorned with indoor plants. Wooden beams crisscross overhead, and a cold brew station prominently displays tiny bottles and glasses. It's genuinely fascinating to observe that all the details appear coherent. When you examine the chairs, you'll notice that each one has 4 legs, all firmly grounded. Another noteworthy detail is that you can actually read cold brew on the menu hanging on the wall. This attention to detail is commendable, and the other elements are equally well executed. Additionally, when you scrutinize the plants, they exhibit consistency in their shapes, colors, and positions within the image. So much of what I can see here aligns quite well. Of course, there are still some inaccuracies present. For example, when you look at the wooden beams above, you'll realize that they have varying thicknesses and distances. For instance, the gap between this one and the one to its left is wider than to the next one on the right side. However, overall, you can see that the image quality is fantastic and offers a wide range of styles. Here we have a photorealistic style. I appreciate how the light penetrates the potato skin and exhibits a slight translucence. A young potato's skin typically possesses this slightly see-through quality, making it a nice touch. In contrast here, we have a well-executed illustration with a consistent and pleasing artistic style. Of course, there are numerous other styles it can create. As far as I'm aware, all outputs will be in pixel file formats, such as JPEG or PNG, but not vector files. You can explore more examples through the link I provide below the video. Now, here's another interesting aspect: the integration of ChatGPT into Dall E3. You can consult ChatGPT for image creation, and it will generate 4 different prompts for you, each offering distinct styles. You can also observe how these prompts are based on your preferences. Through ChatGPT, you can engage in conversations with the image AI, asking questions and requesting changes, all facilitated by a language AI that comprehends your intentions and makes meaningful adjustments. However, it's essential to note that even in this context, there is a lack of consistency in how the character looks, the artistic style, and the elements adorning the character's body. This lack of consistency in AI-generated content remains an intriguing detail, as consistency is a crucial element in AI creation. Now, let's explore how Dall E3 sets itself apart from previous versions and other image AIs. One notable aspect highlighted here is that modern text-to-image systems often overlook words or descriptions, placing the burden on users to master complex engineering. Dall E3 represents a significant advancement in our ability to generate images that precisely adhere to the provided text descriptions. As an example, the prompt specifies a bustling sidewalk with pedestrians enjoying the nightlife, a vibrant city street illuminated by a full moon. It also calls for a young woman haggling with a grumpy old vendor, and a tall, sophisticated man with a noteworthy mustache and a steampunk telephone. When we examine the resulting image, we find that all these details are faithfully represented. However, it's worth noting that our language itself lacks precision, and even when all these details are included, there may still be variation in how the image interprets the text. As demonstrated in the hedgehog video earlier, there can be significant variation between the intended description and how the image style and characters are realized. Therefore, there will still be a degree of experimentation required to achieve the desired output. One aspect that appears to be missing from this presentation on the website is additional input options, such as control mechanisms for stable diffusion. These could enable users to provide the AI with more detailed guidance beyond language, specifying composition and elements in their images. Moving on, Dall E3 places a strong emphasis on safety. By this, they mean limiting the creation of images involving violence, adult content, and hateful themes. While this may sound like a commendable concept, it's important to acknowledge that these elements are integral to artistic expression and have historically played a role in culture and art. Many movies, novels, pictures, and photos depict violence, nudity, love, war, and crime. These topics are essential components of how we create culture and art. When a private company takes it upon themselves to prevent users from creating such content, it raises questions about freedom of expression, especially if the government permits such content and if users have democratically elected their government. It's a complex issue, and the reasoning behind these restrictions is open to debate. Another argument relates to preventing harmful creations, which entails Dall E3 preventing users from creating images of public figures. While there is merit in this for privacy reasons, and to protect individuals' rights over their likeness, it also poses challenges. Public figures are a fundamental part of our culture and cultural discourse. Imagine if news outlets, artists, and social media creators were prohibited from using images of public figures merely on the assumption that it might be harmful content. This aspect also warrants further consideration. Lastly, Dall E3 actively denies requests to create art in the style of living artists. While there is understandable reasoning behind this, it raises questions about the practicality and reasonability of such restrictions. In conclusion, Dall E3 demonstrates impressive capabilities, but the imposed limitations and ethical considerations are open to debate. Your opinion on these constraints and the quality of its output compared to other AI models like Stable Diffusion or Midjourney would be valuable. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video informative, please like. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more engaging content. Until next time, take care, and I'll catch you in our next exploration of TechTrend.